Hi everyone. I haven't made a video talking about odd things in a while, and I'm gonna be honest with people. It's because I've been doing a lot of research. I mean, lots of research. And I'm not really happy with everything that I've been seeing. But we're gonna call this one the elephant in the room. So, my name is Jackie. Um, I am a psychic. I am ascending. My gifts are getting stronger. And I've learned how to do a few more things, and I'm hoping to learn how to do more things. And eventually I will do videos explaining the different things I'm able to do, because I know that some people are probably going through a lot of things right now, and they're probably questioning what the heck is really going on. I'm going to turn this off real quick before it starts to hum, because it will drive me absolutely insane. Okay. All right. So, the elephant in the room. What we're going to talk today is about religion. Now, this is a touchy subject for some people, and it hurts. But when I had my initial vision, you can go back and look at some of my older videos, I said that it was like walking through a veil and everything was kind of like gold lit. Now, at this point in time, I didn't know a whole lot of stuff, but I've done more research and I know what the gold lit meant. It represented the gold and silver. I had no idea about Nasara, but I'm not going to really talk about Nasara because I think everybody has pretty well heard about it, and they've got their own ideas about it. So we're not going to touch on that. But what I do want to talk about is the religion part. When Jesus started teaching people, he didn't have a building. He didn't drag a building with him. He didn't have bleachers. He didn't have a dress code. He didn't have a little plate that you passed around to everybody. He just stopped and started teaching. And he taught a lot of things that I don't think people really realize. I think maybe they thought he just talked about God and the things that you're supposed to do and things you're not supposed to do. But I think he actually taught more than that. And I've been finding a lot of videos that have resonated with me, and they weren't religious videos, okay? When Jesus was also talking about how to take care of your temple. Now, this is your temple. This is your temple. This is my new kitty. I just got her. Her name is Bethany, but we're going to call her B, because I had a friend that I worked with named Bethany, and I don't like that name. So this is going to be little B. She's very loving, so she may jump up and down in the video, so I do apologize. I just got her yesterday. She's 2 months old. So Jesus talked about how to take care of your body. Not just about not sinning, about how to eat and how to clean yourself. Now, everybody eats a lot of stuff that we shouldn't, me included. Even though I've been doing a lot more herbals, I still eat at least 1, sometimes 2 meals a day. And like today, I'm going to go visit my son, and he wants to go get steaks. Steaks is really not good for you, but in the future, we're not going to be eating steak anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and enjoy it and know that this will probably be the last time that I'll ever eat a steak. Things are going to really change a lot, big time. And I'm not going to tell people that you need to be a vegetarian, because that's not what I'm saying. And I'm not telling you just need to eat your grass outside in your yard. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am going to tell you is that a lot of things that we eat do put harmful chemicals and parasites in our body. So when Jesus was exorcising people, you need to understand that sometimes it just wasn't an evil spirit. It could have been a parasite. Now, you're going to say, well, Jackie, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard. When you have parasites in your body, they actually make you crave things that you don't like donuts or candy, sugary things. When your body is clean, you don't crave that stuff. You'll crave more like vegetables and fruits, because that's what you're supposed to eat. So it's like a separate entity in your body controlling you. That's a possession. Now, it may not be a demonic from a demon possession, but it's a possession. It's a possession from a foreign entity in your body. Now, that's not to say that someone needs to freak out right now and say, oh my God, I'm full of parasites. That's not what I'm saying. And I don't want people to freak out like that. What I want you is to hear me out. So Jesus actually taught people how to clean their temple, their body. Because who you are is in the inside, which is your soul, which is light, which is energy. That's who you are. This is your temple. This is your body. This houses the important thing inside of it, which is you. But because you're in this temple, you kind of are asleep. You kind of don't remember where you came from, who you actually are. And that's the whole part of the aging process. You start to remember. That's why people that live very old are very wise, because they've learned. They woke up. They know that material things aren't very important. They care about people, and they have lots of knowledge. That's the wisdom. That's because they've learned who they were. Majority of people don't live to be that old anymore because of the things that we eat. It slows down our immune system. It clogs things up. We've talked about our gland up here, which is they call the third eye. They clog that up. You get Alzheimer's, you get dementia, you get cranky, you get zombie-like. And when I say zombie-like, it's when you talk to somebody and they're just staring at you like you're crazy. It's like they have no emotion, no expression, no nothing. They're just like, what the hell? They can't say anything. It's like a zombie-like experience. People over time start having sleeping problems, things like that. All that has to do with the calcium that, or the crust that builds up on that gland. That's why it's very important to take certain herbs to clean that off. You also want to quit using fluoride, and I've done videos on fluoride before. Quit brushing your teeth with fluoride. And unfortunately, fluoride isn't just about everything, but if you can limit the amount of fluoride you've got going into your body, this is going to help dramatically. I don't remember if I made a video here on how to make your own stuff to brush your teeth, your own mouthwash. I will do that again. I know I've done it on my Telegram channel, and that is A Like-Minded People. You can find me on Telegram, A Like-Minded People. Now, if you go to join that and you're like, there's no post in there, I have not figured out how to stop that. But if you join it, you don't see anything, don't unjoin, because I'm constantly posting stuff in there. Today, if you join, I probably won't be posting much in there till after 7 p.m. because I'm going to go visit my son today. And I'm going to leave here in a couple of hours. So you probably won't see anything until then. But please join. I don't stay on one subject. I jump all over the place. That's because if you only stay on one subject, you don't learn as much. So today, as I stated, we're just going to mainly talk about religion. And everything I'm talking about has to do with religion. Every day when you wake up, you're doing something that's technically a sin. You don't realize what it is, because you're thinking, well, you know, I don't cheat on my wife. I'm not cheating on my husband. I haven't murdered anybody. What sins am I committing? Well, the satanic part of, I'll just say the energy. The satanic energy has infiltrated so much of our lives. It's in our TV. It's in the shows. It's in books that you read. It's in songs that you listen to. It's the way that you act. It's even in the foods that you eat. When they take children and they end their lives before they actually have taken a first breath, they take an enzyme from the liver and other parts of the body, and they powder it up and they sell it as, if I can pronounce right, Cimex. And they add this to your food. And what this enzyme does is it numbs your tongue, so you don't taste how nasty stuff really is. It's really bad in many products, and I highly recommend you look that up on your own. But that comes from that situation. This is why it's a big market. This is why they push it. This is why they tell women that it's okay to do this, but it's not. It's really not. In past posts in my Telegram, I've showed you that when the sperm and the egg meet together, there's a flash of light. And if you read the Bible, God said, let there be light. That's the light he's talking about, the sperm and the egg joining together and creating a human life. That's the light. It wasn't turning on the lights. It wasn't the sun. It was the creation of humans. When God said, let there be light, That's it. And I have a video. If you join a like-minded people, leave me a message, either private message or just in the room, that you would like to see that video, and I will repost it again. It's very important that people understand this. That is when God said, "Let there be light." That is the union of the sperm and the egg. So to me, that's when life is created, because we, in our bodies, we breathe. Let me put her down real quick. We breathe and we think that's life, but our souls don't need oxygen. They're pure energy. So if you're already created as a soul, you're already alive. You're already alive. So it doesn't matter when they tell you that it's safe to do it, when it's okay to do it. It's never okay to do it. And it's not okay to eat anything with that simix in it either. That's a sin. That's cannibalism, believe it or not. So that's a sin. So if you've gone to, let's just use Wendy's, and I haven't gone through Wendy's menus to look at their ingredients. I'm just using them as an example. But let's say you go to Wendy's and they have some simix in their French fries, or we know it's in Coca-Cola's. We know it's in Pepsi's. So if you drink a soft drink from there, you're getting it. So you've committed a sin. Every day you're supposed to ask God for forgiveness. Well, the church tells you that, but do they tell you why you do it? And they don't. They really don't. They just say, oh, don't sin, and they tell you the 10 Commandments, or they tell you, this is wrong, don't do this. But they don't go in deep detail, even though they know the deep detail. So they're controlling you. They want you to sin. A majority of these churches want you to sin because you'll keep coming back to church because things are going wrong in your life. So you'll keep going back, and when you go back, you put money in the kitty, or you donate, or you do stuff. They're controlling you. As we go into the future, people are going to be spiritual. They're going to believe in God. They're going to understand Jesus' teachings. They're going to understand the Bible, the real Bible, the true Bible, and the full, complete Bible. And we're going to live according to God's wishes, the way we were supposed to live. So that's going to make us spiritual. Doesn't mean we're going to be Satanist or New Age. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about New Age stuff. I'm talking about the truth. This is going to be a shock to many people. When I go through and I try to explain these things, I get called a witch. I get called New Age. I get called a Satanist. I get called all kinds of stuff. This is not what I'm trying to do. It's because they've controlled you into thinking a certain way. And you go to church every day and you think you're saved. You say, well, I go to confession if you're a Catholic. I go to confession. I confess all my sins. Well, no, you didn't. How many of you listen to Lady Gaga? Okay. Do you sing her songs? Have you ever just printed up the words to read what she's talking about? How many of you listen to rapper Emil? Have you ever looked at some of the words in his songs? Have you ever looked up any of the words that any of your favorite singer? Have you actually looked at the words? Do you know what you're singing? Do you know when you watch TV and you recite some kind of goofy language and you think it's funny? Do you know what they're saying? Do you? I don't think so. How do you know you're not casting a spell on yourself? How do you know you're not casting a spell in your general area or your surroundings? How do you know that? Devil worshiping is rampant. It's been rampant. Today they make it look like an art form. How many of you watch these videos of these people with horns on their heads and making all these weird symbol signs and drenched in blood? Okay, what is it? Adam Levine's band, Maroon 5. How many of you remember that song, Animal? And he's covered in blood, and he's talk about stalking this woman. You think that's cool? Why does he need to be covered in blood? Well, that means because the video is talking about him stalking the woman. Blood was symbolized like a sacrifice. He's showing you right then and there that he doesn't worship God, that he worships the devil, because he's putting the art form in there. How many of you think that it was cool? How many other models like the Kardashians have you seen posing in blood? What are they telling you? Do you not see that the satanic symbolism is there? And you're looking at it, you think it's cool, you want to mock it, you want to be like these people. So you're committing sins because you're following a false god. Even though they're not calling themselves gods, they think they're gods. That's why they want you to follow them. That's why they want you to follow every of their moves and dress like them and be like them. And this is why they get on commercials and tell you the things that you should do because you need to be more like them. You're following a false god with a little g. You're not following God Almighty, the God, the Creator, the God of heaven and earth, the God that created you, the God of everything, the God that's in everyone. That's not the God you're following. It's not. How many of you listen to Miley Cyrus? She claims to be a pansexual. Have any of you looked up the pan? It's like the devil. And there's no such thing as pansexual. Why would you want to be attracted and have sex with anything and everything? That's not normal. There's only two sexes, really. Okay? You figure out which two they are. But I'm telling you, there's only two. Because your bone structure tells you, your chromosomes, your DNA tell you. Doesn't matter how many surgeries you get. There's only two. You figure out which two it is. This stuff is not normal. It's not. And that's a sin. And for people to start agreeing with it and thinking it's the new normal, that's a sin. So every day you've committed a sin. This is why every day you ask the Lord to forgive you. This is why every day you pray and you ask God to fill your heart with love and to show you. And God can show you when you start making sure your gland is clean, because then your brain sparks. And when your brain's sparking, you're learning, you're accepting knowledge, you start to see things start to make sense to you. Fluoride makes your brain not spark. So your brain's not firing. It's not doing all that stuff. And this is why people can't accept the truth. This is why they stare at you like you're crazy, because their brain can't spark. I'm trying to think because I'm trying not to go too deep into something else. So if you eat the right foods, you cut out the bad things, you pray every day, you ask for forgiveness, you try to live the life that you possibly can much better, you're becoming spiritual. You do not have to go into the church to be very spiritual. You don't. Spiritual is understanding who you are, it's understanding God, it's taking care of yourself, it's doing good deeds, because when you put out good energy comes back to you. This is why when you hug someone, because you feel bad for them, you're putting your own good energy into that person and they feel much better. That's healing. So this is all spiritual. This is not New Age. This is not New Age. This is what Jesus did. Jesus went through and he got the demons out of people, the spiritual demons and the parasites, and he told the people what to eat, and it made them sick. Well, it made them sick because these parasites take over your whole body. They age you. You can age much quicker. You can get diseases. This is why your intestines really need to be clean, because this is where a lot of the diseases start. And if you eat a lot of meat that's not fully cooked, if you're eating a lot of GMOs, you're eating a lot of these things that come from places that people have donated to add to your food, you're putting all of these bad things in your body, and it's actually making you sick. So it slows your healing process down, which ages you. It puts the crust on your gland, which makes your brain stop firing. You don't want to learn anything. You're easily to be controlled, and you're more or less a walking around zombie robot. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to start paying attention to these things. We're going to start being more mindful. We're going to start praying more. We're going to start learning how to quit saying it doesn't concern me and leave things alone. If you see someone that needs help, how many times have you been taught that don't get involved in it? It doesn't concern you. Stop it. How do you know that's not Jesus in that person's form? Remember that song that came out? What if God was one of us? What if he was sitting on the bus just like one of us? It's true. He can take any form. He's energy. How do you know that that's not Jesus or an angel or God himself that needs your help? And you say, well, it doesn't concern me, and you walk past it. How many times have you seen an old man or an old woman trying to change their tire, and you're like, well, I don't have time to stop? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You got to get out of the material thinking. You have to. This world is not only about you. We're all connected. We all need each other. Even this little boo-boo kitty here. We're all connected. The trees give us oxygen that keeps us alive because we can't live without oxygen. We breathe out the carbon, which it absorbs. The trees give you shade and can take the temperatures down. We need those trees. You take down all the trees, we die. So we need those trees. So we're connected. We need each other. We need the water. The water keeps our body, this temple, it keeps it flowing. It keeps it working properly. You don't drink water, your skin dries up and you can die. You get dehydrated and you can die. Plants give us fruits and berries. That's alive. When you put life back in you, you're putting positive energy in you. When you eat a cow, hamburger helper, hot dog, you're eating. Let's not even talk about hot dogs. Hot dog's not even a one creature. That's all kinds of stuff. And there's no telling if you're buying the cheaper hot dogs what you're actually getting combined in there. So let's not even go with hot dogs. But what I'm getting at is that's not alive. That's dead. So you're putting that dead negative energy back in you. You get depressed. What does depression start with? It starts with a D. What does the devil start with? It starts with a D. What is drinking? Starts with a D. That's the devil. You need to start paying more attention to the things that you're doing. You need to become more aware of it. This is becoming spiritual. This takes you away from the church's control of you. When the church does not control your way of thinking, you have that direct connection to God. I don't need to go to a priest to talk to God. I don't need to go this way. I can go directly this way. This is being spiritual. And this is what you can do at home. You can teach your children this stuff. You say, well, I don't believe in God. You probably do. You just were told it's not God. And I'm not going to get into that. I'm really not. And if anyone has a question and you want to reach out to me, I'm going to post my email on here. I do have another email account. I'll start posting that soon, but I'll give you my one right now that I'm using. You can reach out to me through my email, or you can find me on Telegram at Like-Minded People. And you can reach out and ask me questions there, or you can leave a question here, and I'll answer it. I'm not teaching New Age. I'm not a witch. This has nothing to do with the devil. This is the total opposite of that. So, this is just like a little brief thing that I'm trying to explain to people. So, eating properly, eating more fruits and vegetables, cutting back on your meat consumption is becoming more spiritual because you start taking more care of your body. You're aware of when you have aches and pains. You're aware of spots, when they pop up on your face. You're being more aware. That's being spiritual. Okay? It's not New Age. It's not. Am I saying that everyone that goes to church is a bad person? I'm not saying that, because anytime a group of people connect together, you're sharing that positive energy. So if you want to go to church for that. But if you walk into a church and that priest or minister or pastor, whoever it is, tells you that everyone else is going to die and only the people sitting in this church hearing his words are going to heaven, that's not the place you need to be. That's not the place you need to be. And Jesus would have never, ever taught that, because Jesus was a teacher. So you need to read his teachings much better and understand what he's actually talking about. I will do podcasts more and recommend different videos to kind of listen to. And you don't have to believe everything that you hear. You only accept what resonates with you, what you feel in your heart feels the truth. And then you accept that and you allow that in. If it doesn't resonate with you, then that's fine. Anything I'm saying, if it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Don't have to be ugly, mean, or hateful. All you have to do is just think about what I'm saying. Pay more attention to the things that you watch on TV. Let's use the Lucifer TV show. They made the devil the bad guy. Why would they do that? Well, because they're pushing a lot of satanic stuff now. Transgender, they're pushing same-sex, they're pushing that people that want to have relationships with extremely young persons is okay. They're changing the words that you use as a, attracted something. All of that is satanic. That is to make it seem like it's okay. That's pulling you back away from the teachings of Jesus. It's taking you away from the light of God. And you need to stand backwards and look at what you're watching, what you're agreeing to. How many of you are okay with taking children to drag shows? Do you think that's spiritual? What are you teaching your children? You're teaching them not to respect who they are, their body. That's not what you should be doing. You should be teaching your children how to grow plants, how to love animals, how to love other people, how to be respectful, how to be kind and caring, along with learning how to read, write, and how to add. These are things that you're supposed to be teaching your children. Most people don't do it anymore. They think the schools are supposed to do that. Well, let me tell you what, schools are not teaching your children that. They're not teaching your children anything. You need to make sure that you are teaching your children this, because you're going to make your children more spiritual. Now, I'm not telling people don't go to church anymore. That's not what I'm saying. But you can sit at home and pray, talk to God, ask for answers, and you will receive them. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that this video resonates with more people. I'm going to probably do a podcast every day from now on. And I'm considering doing a live maybe once or twice a week. I can do readings for people. It would be a general reading. And if someone wants a deeper reading, then we can do that like on a private. We can do that through the Telegram, or you can email me, and we can do it over the phone. You can call me, or I can call you, or like I said, we could do something like that. Most people are kind of confused. They kind of want to know what's going on. They want to know a little bit about themselves. And I think that I should be able to tap into that and let people know, because if that sparks something, then maybe that's going to lead you more to the light. So I'll probably do lives. I'll post the lives that I'll do in my Telegram channel, and we'll just do them on YouTube. Now, there are people that are doing live readings on YouTube, and if you schedule something with them, I'm noticing that they're charging like $250 a reading. I'm not going to do that, people. What I may charge maybe is $40 a reading. If you do a private reading with me, I'll probably charge just the $40. And if you want to gift me during a live and I do just a general reading with you, then you can just send me whatever. Period. This is not a get-rich scheme. When you give someone positive energy, they put out more positive energy. So that's what that is for. And I will take this money and I'm going to buy more herbs, and I'm going to help more people that are sick, that need help. So by getting a reading and donating some money, that is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to make more herbs. This is my little cup here. I drink my herbs this much at least 5 times a day. And then I bought a big pitcher, if I can stretch without this cat. I love animals. I really do. And I'm so sorry about this. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Come on, Bee. Okay. Ow, my head. Oh, my Lord. All right, let me grab my little pitcher. I bought this at my job. I fill this up with my herb mix. And I'll do this twice a day. So that probably gives me about 5 cups, sometimes 6. And I eat my 1 solid meal a day. But I do sell my herbs. I sell it through my little Facebook page, Jackie's Crystals and More. You can find that on Facebook. And if you want to reach me through that, you can as well. We could do readings through Facebook if that's what you wanted to do. But I've helped a lot of people with aches and pains by doing the herbs. I wanted to make an order yesterday. No, it was Thursday. I wanted to do an order, and I'm noticing that a lot of the things are going up really high. So I've got people that are wanting me to make my collagen mixes. I add a lot of herbs to that, and that helps you with your youthfulness. And I'm getting a lot of people wanting that, and the collagen I like to get costs me $50 a bag. So that's what I'm going to do with the money. I'm going to buy more herbs and make more of my packets to give to people. And I sell these packets, guys. I only sell them for $8 a bag. And if you buy an herbal remedy from someone, they're charging you $20 to $40. So I don't overprice my stuff, because that's not what this is about. It's about making sure I have enough money to reorder, to get the bags, to mail everything out. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go back into that a lot heavier than I had been. So if you get on the like-minded people and you ask anyone in there about my herbs, the people that have bought will tell you that I don't overcharge. I'm selling just about a little bit over cost. So I only make maybe $5. If that. I'm not hardly making anything, because it's not about getting rich. So, but that's what I'm going to start doing more, is I want to start doing the card readings to help people spiritually, and take the money to buy herbs to help people that really need the help. Now, I've been doing the wormwood and dandelion every day for about 2 weeks, and I had a mole that was right up here. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of dark, but right there. And my mother had moles all over her face, so it didn't really dawn on me. But as I've been doing my wormwood and my dandelion every day, I've noticed that this thing is dried up. So I don't know if it was cancer. I don't know what it is, but it's working. It's going away. So yes, this stuff works. It can help you. I've made up my own migraine medicine with yarrow, lemon balm, and some other herbs, and this works better than going to get a migraine shot. And you don't fall asleep afterwards. So I am coming up with a lot of different things. I want to reach more people and help them with their problems. But like I said, the herbs are kind of expensive. The little bags that I get, not too expensive, but that's what I want to do. So I don't want anyone to think I'm a gifter, because I'm not. Because what you give me, I'm going to give exactly right back out. And keep the prices at a very low price. So that's what I want to do. So if anybody is interested in joining with me, if I go live and do card readings, which I'm going to probably do once or twice a week, and we'll figure out a good day and a good time. Maybe we can do one in the morning and then maybe one in the evening. I think that would work, because no one needs to do twice a day. We can talk about different subjects, ask questions. I do have a couple herbal books. They're downloaded onto my tablet here, because I'm not going to pay $30 for a book when I can download it for free. What? Oh my goodness, it's talking to me. So I can help you figure out what herbs may help you with stuff and all that. I just do. I do it all the time for people. So all of this is spiritual. We're going to go together into this light. It's going to be a new world. We have to change the way that we think of things, the way that we do things, and this is going to put us closer into God, which makes us closer with the animal kingdom, which makes us closer with the plant kingdom, which makes us closer with the earth, the water, the air, just like the Native Americans. Everything was mother, father, brother, sister. It's because we're all connected. And if we take care of this planet will take care of us, and this is spiritual. This is not New Age. We can't live without the trees. We can't. We can't live without them. We can't live without water. So why taking care of this stuff is New Age, I don't know. Our ancestors knew this stuff. We need to go back and remember these things. So we need to be more spiritual. I highly recommend that you quit using fluoride toothpaste. Go get you some toothpaste that doesn't have fluoride in it and start with that. You can make a simple little mouthwash. This is really simple. Go get you some peroxide. I use like a water bottle, and I put about this much peroxide in that water bottle. Fill the rest of it up with water, and I rinse my mouth out with that after I brush my teeth with the no fluoride toothpaste. What that peroxide is going to do is actually going to help whiten your teeth a little bit, and it's going to kill a lot of the bacteria in your mouth. So this may help if you have some bleeding gums. I also have a stronger mouthwash. If someone is interested in that, I could probably ship that in a bag in the powdered form, and then you could add that to a bottle and add water to it. You wouldn't need to fill up a whole bunch, and I could probably just do that for a couple of dollars, because you don't need a whole lot of that. So there's different things that I can do to help people. I want to help people. My goal is after the change of the guard, when we go into the future here, which should be within this next year coming, I am going to have my store. I am going to sell to people coming in and out the door and online. So just doing this with me now does not mean that once this happens, you're going to lose contact with me, because I'll give you people that want to continue to buy with me. I will make sure that you have my phone number. I have the Signal app, and I'll give you my new email account that should fall over when everything goes down, so you won't lose me and we can still do sales online. I'm going to make it a family business. I'm going to bring my son in and my grandson. I'm also going to try to start homeschooling him afterwards and teaching him a lot more. I'm going to teach my children and my grandchildren what herbs do certain things for people to pass this down. This is going to become very important in the future, because you're not going to have antibiotics anymore. You're going to need someone you can trust to make up an herbal remedy for you to help you clean your body, keep it clean, clean your gland so your brain sparks, so you're thinking and you're getting smarter and you're accepting knowledge and you're, oh wow, I never saw that before. Wow, I didn't realize that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just added that together. That's your brain sparking. That's what your brain should be doing. It should be firing sparks. It's like 4th of July every day in your brain. That's what it should be doing. If it's not doing that, then we need to correct that. We need to fix that. No doctor is going to give you some pill that's going to do it for you. They're going to look at you like you're crazy, because they want you to keep coming back so they can make money. I want you to get to the point where you may not have to come back. That's my goal. If I can help you fix something, or we can take the edge off of something till you get to light therapy or med bed or healing therapy, then you don't need me. I'm happy. I will jump up for joy, because that's my goal. I want to get you where you don't have to come say, Jackie, I've got this weird spot on my face. I want to help you get it cleared up so you don't have to come back. So we don't have to take radiation or chemotherapy. That's what I want to do. I don't want you to be dependent on every day coming to me for something. I want you to be able to be cured, and that is in the future. So that's my goal for the future. Today, I'm not saying I can cure anybody, because I can't. But in the future, when we get there, that's what I want to do. I want to cure people. So I don't want you to feel like you always are going to be stuck on this stuff. Now, you're going to change your eating habits, yes. But doctors want you to keep coming back, because that's how they make money. I'm going to be the opposite. I want you to come, I want to help you, and then I'm hoping that I don't have to see you again. Not because I don't like you, because I want you to be healthy and happy. That's my goal. So that is what Jackie's Crystals and More is going to be about, guys. It's going to be about selling crystals and sage sticks, and I'm going to make beautiful t-shirts I'm going to sell, but also I want to make sure that people are not dependent on being sick all the time and having to take something. It's going to be a beautiful future. So that's where we want to go. And that's the spiritual aspect of this. And I want more people to understand that it's not going to be about how rich you're going to get. It's about putting out positive energy to people and making people happy. All right. So I'm going to cut this thing short. Like I said, please reach out to me and my email account, or like-minded people on Telegram. If you want to go to my Facebook, go to Jackie's Crystals and More. I have a members page that you can join, or just the regular page. On that page, when I get crystals in and necklaces, I post the stuff, but I haven't gotten anything in a while. You can join there. Now, when everything goes down, Facebook's not going to come back up. But that does not mean that Jackie's Crystals and More will disappear. It just means Jackie's Crystals and More will find another platform, which will most probably be on Truth Central, to continue to reach out to people to get sales. I'll have a web page whenever everything flips over and I get the store up and running. I will then just have a web page for that. So tell your friends and family if there's something that they're looking for, they have questions and they don't think anyone else can answer. I'm not saying follow me, but sometimes people are looking for a particular answer to a question. They don't know where to go. Ask me, and if I don't know the answer, I will find it. And the sun's moving. It's getting dark. It's crazy. Oh my heavens. So anyway, let me get out of here before it gets pitch black dark. Hopefully it's not going to rain again. It storms every day in Mississippi. Every day. All right. Thank you so much. And we're going to do this twice a week with lives, and we're going to try to do small podcasts every day. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.